Hi, this is David Slavick with another Tech Talk here from Ascendant Loyalty. I have the pleasure of being with Zsuzsa Kecsmar from Antavo AI Loyalty Cloud. Really an exciting, advanced, brilliant platform that's global. I've been watching you and known you for about 4 years now, and you've had some tremendous growth in the marketplace for all the right reasons, have brilliant people working for you. We are partners working together from time to time, complementary, and I'm so excited that you're with us here today, Zsuzsa.
It's so nice to be here, David. Thank you for having me.
It's my pleasure, our pleasure. So if people aren't familiar with your company, which I can't imagine that they're not, because you guys do such a great job of informing the total global audience about what Antavo AI Loyalty Cloud is all about, you want to give us a little bit of background? That would be great.
Of course, thank you. Yes, Antavo is a piece of technology to run loyalty programs. So we are the backend behind loyalty programs. So the points, the tiers, the rewards are at place, and customers are getting what they really need to. And not only after they buy, but we can reward all kinds of actions. So it's really a state of the art for loyalty programs. I'm one of the co-founders of this company and chief strategy officer. And you may know a couple of our clients like Tommy Hilfiger or Calvin Klein or Skims, Paul Smith, Luxury or Flying Tiger, but also maybe you as a grandfather may be familiar with Jellycat, the plush company, or the US Tennis Association. So we have retail as our ideal customers, but we have other kinds of companies who we also serve, like KFC or Hyatt Hotels for Scandic, or train line in Florida, or shopping mall in Hong Kong and Japan. So it's all kinds of companies who really want the best with their loyalty program. We are happy to serve them. And maybe the reason that you mentioned that people are now more familiar with Antavo is that we run this big report of the industry, the Global Customer Loyalty Report. And I think the ChatGPTs and LLMs really learned their game thanks to reading all Antavo's thought leadership and how-to articles in loyalty programs. And I'm happy to say that I think this is also one of the reasons why I was selected as Personality of the Year in 2024 in loyalty, because we are so dedicated to that, like helping and teaching and educating and raising awareness is our best marketing strategy, really.
That's brilliant. Yes, I've been in the report, and it's been on my pleasure. And I know Adrienne Rondeau at StratLX is fabulous at advising you guys with the report, and it's brilliant. So when you ping Zsuzsa after this call and ask for the report, if you haven't seen it, you can get it in printed form, conceivably, or electronic. It's got some tremendous information that you're obviously tracking over time, and it's global. Which is so helpful to see. So one or two clients that you guys work with that you're like super proud of, and maybe, the problem that you solved, which then obviously leverages your back end. Do you want to share a couple so people get some practical insight?
Yeah, I can tell you a couple of examples. Maybe the first would be La Cage, which is a sports bar in Canada. And they wanted a loyalty program that it's not only rewarding purchases, but it really identifies with them as a sports bar and the fans who gather together to cheer for their teams. And their idea of the loyalty program is also, besides, of course, rewarding purchases, that you as a customer is rewarded if your team wins. So Antavo is connected with the big databases of sports, and then we know when a team wins. This is how it becomes really a fan-friendly loyalty program.
Oh, fun. That's great. That's great. And there's so much emotion associated with sports that going and tying it in, that's absolutely brilliant. And there's a lot of creativity, I'm sure, in all of that. And another one that you might want to share that's inspirational?
Yeah, so Hyatt is also a customer with their Inclusive Collections resort. And Hyatt is pretty great with targeting the consumer, but they wanted to, or the guests, they wanted to be better with targeting the middleman who helps to make decisions and make arrangements, and these are the travel advisors. So in this Hyatt's Inclusive Collection Loyalty Program, they reward the travel advisor, and the travel advisor can reward the consumer too, their guests, or they can reward themselves, because Hyatt found that travel advisors recommend their hotels much, much more if they themselves tried it. So it's really targeting the advisor.
I love that multiple aspect of B2B to C. That's just, the ability to go and segment out those important folks, whether it's the agent that's doing the advisory work or the end guest. That's super brilliant. And then they're going to come back for more. So that helps with the continuity standpoint as well. Two great examples. But what do you see out there as, you're spending time from a strategy, you're the lead strategist of the company, but you've got a lot of other brilliant people working for Antavo. One or two challenges that are facing marketers today that you see?
Well, we asked this very question that you just asked, and this year we asked 10,000 consumers and 3,000 marketeers. We also have the millions of members who are on our loyalty programs and see the direct data from how marketers manage it. So I brought you two learnings from our big report, which just very much hot off the press. It's not even published because we just started to digest it like yesterday. So it's really fresh news.
Breaking news. Awesome. Go ahead.
Breaking news. So one of the things that we learned from digesting this year's numbers is that when it comes to providing financial incentives in loyalty programs, marketeers and customers are aligned. But when it comes to providing this overall value, marketeers think that they provide value for customers, but customers think otherwise. So customers don't always feel that they are so happy. Marketeers somehow are biased towards what they are providing is great, but consumers sometimes feel this misalignment. So our learning is that marketers shouldn't be afraid to experiment and optimize and ask the customer, because there's one thing what they think, but there's the other how it's perceived. There is this gap. The other learning that we learned is that there is this huge push towards easy to manage software. And marketeers are right, because software in the age of AI should be easier and not clunky, not overcomplicated. Cost of ownership should be much, much lower. And this is actually the number one need in terms of when someone is picking software too. And this is what we kept mind too in our own roadmap too.
You've done a really good job of creating a guide for selection of software, and how you ultimately determine where you should go and what you should use. So finding that match between what the program's all about, how it might evolve in phases, and then the feature functionality that you need. I think, I've been in this business for 25 years, and I think you're right. In some cases, some platforms have so many, bells and whistles or capabilities, but the clients don't necessarily use all of that. So making the smart choice in terms of matching up what your vision is for loyalty, how the program should work, using, the Internet of Things, et cetera, I think is very important. And also, to your point, the cost of using those platforms. Antavo is, very reasonable, I would say. And you guys are very approachable relative to what you offer and the feature functionality that you provide, and very progressive and with a lot of AI capabilities as well. So lastly, just, anything about your roadmap that you want to share as concluding this visit, which has been great?
Oh, yeah. Thank you for asking. So basically, 2024 for us was really all about planning. And 25, it was about releasing. So we released like a new thing every second month. It was quite a rush.
Wow.
But thanks to this, we have now the clubs functionality, which means that we are great at providing family accounts, or householding or shared accounts. This is the same thing, and we are able to do it very well now. We launched promotions, which is these promotions that can complement really well loyalty programs. And we released the optimizer now for everyone on all Antavo customers just a couple of weeks ago. And the optimizer is basically the AI co-pilot to our loyalty platform. So the analysis and optimization of the loyalty programs are now natively AI powered. Basically, you prompt Timmy, which is the name of our co-pilot, like create this chart for me from this time period because I want to figure which reward is working better, and it's able to generate it to you. It feels like magic.
That's fabulous. So it's obviously got the algorithms and understood against past behavior and then predictive future behavior. That's really wonderful. That's great. Well, listen, Zsuzsa, it's wonderful to visit with you. I wish you all the best success. Fourth quarter is going to be pretty crazy. And those clients that you mentioned, like Tommy and Hyatt and everyone else, is definitely benefiting from your leadership. And, I can't thank you enough for spending the time today.
Well, thank you so much for having me.
Great. Thank you.